This high school athlete might be the next best defensive back in all of football. This guy is a 5-star recruit in the class of 2026 and is an absolute ball hawk. His frame alone gives him a huge advantage in the secondary as he stands at a towering 6'5", 200 pounds. He's been tearing up the Nevada football scene as well as OT7. Oh yeah, and he happens to be Kobe's nephew. Let me introduce you to Jet Washington of the class of 2026, also nephew of Kobe Bean Bryant himself. Like we said, Jet Washington has a freakish frame of 6'5", 200 pounds. Your 6'6" friend might be saying that 6'5" is nothing too crazy, but the average height for NFL safeties is 6'1" actually. You can think of any great NFL safety and he's always hovering around that 6-foot mark. However, Jet Washington is different as he is using his height to his advantage in his safety play, and it's clearly paying off in high school football. Jet Washington's monstrous safety frame can be attributed to his amazing genetics. Obviously, his uncle Kobe Bryant is 6'6" and one of the greatest NBA players and greatest NBA athletes of all time. But his grandfather, that being Kobe Bryant's dad, Joe Bryant, is 6'10" and was a former professional basketball player himself. Although football is his main sport, he's no slouch on the basketball court, just like his uncle and grandfather. Just last year, as a junior, he led his Bishop Gorman basketball team to a Nevada state championship, as he averaged 13 points per game as a sophomore. While he honestly could have a promising basketball career ahead of him, it seems that he's choosing football over hoops. And after watching his highlight reel, I honestly see why. This guy's an absolute monster. Let's take a look at some of Jet's film, shall we? Washington's wingspan helps him get interceptions that other guys maybe couldn't. Washington reads the play and his long strides help him get to the ball, and his combination of awareness, agility, and wingspan help him nab this absolute banger of an interception. This play in particular shows his size and wingspan coming into play, making it a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. And you see my boy can take it to the house if he wants to as well. And it's not just interceptions. When the ball is already caught, this guy lays the boom down, as you can see. Let's watch that back. That's a grown man hit right there. Children, look away. This guy brings the boom like the Costco guys. Just an absolute hard-hitting enforcer of a safety. If you look at this play, Jet Washington recognizes where the quarterback's going, turns on the Jets. But I'll stop it right here because this is what the sweet spot is for Jet Washington. Look at the space between him and the wide receiver. Now he can just jump up and easily nab this interception, albeit it's a pretty weak sauce throw. But his vert and height definitely come into play as he nabs this interception. Jet Washington is going into his senior year and already has an absolute loaded high school football list of accomplishments. Bishop Gorman won the state championship in Nevada just last year, and Washington was a star safety on that team. In fact, he was the best player in Nevada as he won Max Preps Nevada Player of the Year. Not to mention he was named to the Max Preps Junior All-American team. Notably, in the 7-on-7 team, Jet Washington teamed up with all-time great 7-on-7 team Low Pro and won the 2024 OT7 championship while racking up a huge clutch interception to win the game. Jet Washington's recruiting profile is everything you need for a 5-star future NFL player. Going into his senior season, he is 18th ranked in the nation of class of 2026. Currently, he's the second-rated safety in this class, but I could see him moving up if he has a sensational senior season. 18th on 24/7 Sports is nothing to scoff at. This guy clearly has a bright future. Andrew Irvins of 24/7 Sports says that he should be viewed as a potential defensive chameleon that can prevent touchdowns in a single or two high look while also matching up with a large slot and inline weapons when needed. Washington offers from basically every big program in the country. He visited Oregon, USC, and Alabama, ultimately deciding to go with the Oregon Ducks. Oregon is a great choice for a safety in this high-flying defense led by Dan Lanning. Oregon has started to emerge as one of the top teams in all of college football now as a member of the Big Ten, as they were the number 1 ranked team in the country last year. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done in the playoffs. Either way, Jet Washington still has his senior year of high school ahead of him, and I'm expecting him to put up video game numbers in his senior year at Bishop Gorman, as he has a chance to really grow his resume even more and separate himself from some of the other recruits in this class. Oregon's got a scary-looking recruiting class in the class of 2026, and after Jet Washington is done with high school, I assume he will go right to work with that Mamba mentality and have a great college career in the Big Ten. Dan Lanning is one of the best defensive minds in college football right now, and I'm sure that he will get the absolute most out of Washington. His athletic genes sure give him an edge, but he has just been balling out in high school football, and I think he has a very bright future ahead of him. This guy's future first-round pick written all over him, and I see him being one of the guys that goes high in the NFL draft a couple years from now and being a real star in the big leagues. Thanks for watching this different kind of video on the channel. If you like these kind of football videos, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.